Biggie, I Got a Story to Tell is a new documentary on Netflix that aims to reveal sides of the legendary hip hop artist that the world never knew. Now, I'll go ahead and say that this is another great documentary from Netflix. They've been producing some great ones recently, such as the Michael Jordan documentary, The Last Dance, that released to much acclaim last year. Now, when it comes to Biggie, there have been numerous documentaries, TV episodes, and of course the feature film Notorious. So his story isn't really new to the general public. A lot of us know the basics of who he was and where he came from. This documentary works and does a great job of exposing much more. Damian D. Rock Butler was one of Biggie's closest friends and member of the Junior Mafia crew he ran. A lot of the footage in this documentary comes directly from him. You see, back when they were touring together, Butler would document everything on a camcorder, which he probably didn't know at the time would be perfect for this type of documentary. Now, the use of this footage gives the documentary this very intimate feel that a camera crew following Biggie around with rigs and lights just wouldn't be able to accomplish. It just truly enhances your perception of Biggie because you're seeing him around his friends, his family, and you're seeing him with his guard truly down, just enjoying life. The camcorder also plays into one of the most unique aspects of this documentary, being its intense look at how much of a student of the rap game Biggie was and how seriously he took his craft. Butler would film their shows not to look back at it later for fun, but rather to watch and analyze the crowd to see how they could improve their shows and make them better for the future. It reminded me kind of like when sports teams analyze film after a game to see how they can improve for the next game. It really shows this true dedication to the craft of just rapping and performing that Biggie and his team had. And there are a lot more elements to his work ethic in the documentary, from how they would debate their favorite rappers and their flows, Biggie's favorite being Big Daddy Kane, to what songs they should sample for a record, how intricate should the rhyme patterns be to tell the type of story he was trying to tell. When you are considered the best at something, you make it look easy. Biggie made his craft look easy. And this documentary really peels back just how much work it took for him to be as great of an MC as he was. We also get the full spectrum of his beginnings, from his Jamaican roots, including how much reggaeton influenced his work, to his jazz playing neighbor that helped him expose himself to so many different kinds of art as a kid, taking him to museums, really teaching him jazz theory, everything of that nature. And of course, his relationship with Puff, aka Diddy, if you know him in modern times. So you see that despite his circumstances, he was a man that had so much love around him, and he gave that love back just as much, if not more, than he received it. It would have been easy to make a documentary where we see his lifestyle as a successful rapper and a bevy of celebrities that he encountered, but this one focuses solely on the people that were important to him in his life. Now, the documentary does touch on his still unsolved murder and the controversy with his close friend and also legendary rapper Tupac Shakur, but it does it with a certain taste that's respectful to how Biggie viewed him in real life. Now, despite the events of the time, Biggie truly cared about Tupac and they were close friends, and Tupac's death really affected him dearly in a bevy of different ways. So he's presented in this documentary as a friend, not an adversary. And that depiction of that beef between East and West Coast and between the two at the time in this documentary is really respectful of their relationship. And I think a beautiful way to really show the bond that they had rather than go into the negativity that was prevalent not only between them and their crews, but the media at the time, and really flip it to show that their relationship was deeper than rap in this documentary. Overall, Biggie, I Got a Story to Tell is well worth your time, especially if you are a hip hop fan or are interested in the history of the genre in any capacity. I feel like other music genres are cared for more when it comes to their history and the greats that created in their field. Hip hop rarely gets that same treatment and that same luxury. So when I see something like this get released that you can tell was a body of love from everyone who worked on it, you just have no choice but to support it. But what do you think? Have you seen it? Would you like to? Comment below and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.